ladies and gentlemen. So today's video is going to be maybe a 2 or 3 part video, and it's going to be my birthday hairstyle, which I'm really excited about. Birthday is coming up on July 13th, and I just wanted a nice luxurious, I don't want to say luxurious, but I wanted something nice, long, and I would say fairly simple to create. But this is also going to be a video. I've had a lot of people have contacted me on how to make a unit, whether it be U-part, side part, whatever, a removable unit when you have thinner hair. And a lot of you guys know, if you've been with me for a while, that my hair is thin. It's always been thin. It's nothing to do with the weaves. My hair has been thin since I've been a child, and it's especially thin on the sides of my hair, or around my edges, or my edge line, or whatever you want to call it. And I've used everything. I've done all the tricks, I've done all the gimmicks, I've used everything, and you know, the only thing that I can see that works is for me to just leave it alone. And it's trying. I'm gonna just put it that way. It's trying. It is what it is. So for you ladies out there, or for you ladies or gentlemen that do hair and has come across something like this, I can try to give you the best tips that I do for me when it comes to making my units. And a lot of you guys have asked me about high units, like pulling it up into a high ponytail, and I normally don't do that for my hair because of that reason. It's because of my hair is thinner on the sides, which makes it a little bit harder to conceal the wefts that's on the side. So I'm going to try to show you the best remedy for at least making a natural U-part L-shape removable unit when you have thinner hair. Okay, so the first thing is parting, and as you can see along my edges, they're thin, and they've always been thin, and they're stupid nappy, but that's alright. What I do notice about my own edges, about my own hair, is that this side always tends to be a lot thicker than this side, and I know it's because it's less agitation on my part on this side than it is on this side, and I know that for a fact. Normally, like when I have a wig or I have a U-part or something like that, I tend to keep this side up more than this one because I wear my part on this side. So the look that I'm going to be going for is something that is going to mimic one of the most beautiful men that I have seen on the face of the planet, which is BeJean, or Malibu Face Barbie, or Doll Face TV, and I'm going to put all his stuff all throughout the video. Y'all probably know who I'm talking about. He's so freaking gorgeous. And he recently put up a picture on Instagram, and hopefully I'm going to see if I'm going to contact him first, make sure it's okay if I use his picture. And then if he's okay with it, I'm going to put it in a video somewhere. And when I tell you this, oh my God, hair is just absolutely beautiful, okay? And I know that the style that I'm going for, especially with the kind of hair that I'm using, it's not going to be an exact replica, but I just like the way that it's done. I'm going to probably have more layers in the top, and the hair that I'm going to be using is a wavier texture. I don't know if I want to straighten it out just yet. I'm going to go for something that's similar, not an exact replica of his hairstyle, but very similar the way that it looks. It's something that I've worn before, and excuse my janky comb, the janky ones, they part the best. So that's why I haven't thrown this one away. I kind of want a deep part, so once I've determined my part, then it'll allow for me to be able to part off the shape that I want. So I want this to go this way, and then I want to have, like, I want it to kind of be as voluminous as possible, and I'm really going to try hard to make it that way. So it'll be like this. part it this way. So what I'm going to do next is go ahead and start to part off the rest of it. And I try my best not to leave my sides out, but just for you guys that have really asked about this, I'm going to do it. And where my hair is thin at, it's all right here on the side. This is all very short and it's very thin. And I've just become used to it, I guess. Like I said, I've done all the doctorings that I could think of, and everything is just this one whole side. I think I'll be better off getting some kind of undercut on this side. This side isn't as bad. Like, this side at least has some length to it, but this side is just, it's horrible. It's always been that way. I've seen a little bit of a difference, and I don't have the oil in here, but it's from Mega Growth, and I'll try to link it somewhere in the video. And it's starting to grow back a lot. It's growing back in a faster pace as it normally would. Let's put it that way. Okay, so these are my sides. So I'm going to part a little bit further back, just so I can have a little bit of length with it. So this is some of the hair, and I'm going to part here. So then I'm going to go and part around the other way. This side isn't as bad as the other side, so I don't really have to part this much off or that much off on this side, because this side is always down. It's typically always covered. So I got that parted off. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish parting around, and I'm going to have it so that the unit again will come up in my bang area. So that's going to be all of my leave out, which is not quite a L shape. Definitely not a U part. That's why I label it a removable unit, because it's not all the time gonna have a shape. It's gonna be a weird shape sometimes, and unless you feel like going and making a shape for yourself. So all of this is going to get braided up, and it's not going to be anything spectacular or anything, because I really don't know how long I'm going to have this in my head. So I'm not going to take too much time, and I keep looking at the viewfinder and not the camera. I'm not going to take a whole lot of time into braiding it up. The one thing that I will make sure that is dead on point is my perimeter braid. And that is because it's because of the way I'm going to make the wig. And we'll get into that once I start making it, or after I make it. Let's put it that way. So the entire perimeter of this unit, I'm going to etch out a braid, or etch out a part so that I can braid it. And I want it to be tight, but I don't want it to be extremely tight. And that's because I'm not sewing this one down. I have something in mind that I want to use to be able to remove it every night, and this is going to be my first time using it, so I'm crossing my fingers. So I want it to be tight, but I don't want it to be too tight to where I can't stick the comb in there. So I'm going to go ahead and part off my braid and braid it up, and then I'll come back to you guys and show you what I did. So I went ahead and did a braid all around. So I parted it, took it around this way, parted it here, took it around this way. This is the end part of that braid right here. This is the end part of this braid. And then at the top, did the same thing, Did 2 joining braids. This is the top, the ends of those braids. What I'm going to do with the rest of my hair is just zigzag it. What I'm going to do afterward is take my cap, and this is an Annie Deluxe weaving cap. It's $3.99 and it was at my local beauty supply store. And it's the kind of cap with the adjustable strap to the back. One of the netted caps with the adjustable straps in it. And what I'll do afterward is, after I get done braiding it, is I'm going to put this on my head. But put it on my head and then trace the braid outline all the way around. The hair that I'm going to be using is from a new company called Never Ending Virgin Hair. And I am going to be using their Brazilian loose wave hair. This is their business card. It has all the information on the card. Hope I'm in focus. There we go. And on the back of the card it has the prices, which I think is very good. Prices start at 14. For 14 inches it starts at 60 bucks. So from 14 inches up to 30 inches, and prices range between $60 and $135. And lace closures, 12 inches through 16 inches, and they range from 80 to 100. So I think that that's a very good, fairly priced hair. Just off of the look and the feel of the hair, it's very pretty. It's very soft. It smells good. I'm a sucker for stuff like that. I had the pleasure of meeting the young lady. Her name is Serena, and we're local to each other. So I met her last Saturday when I went to pick up the hair, and she's a sweet girl, very pretty girl. And she gave me the package. I got 4 bundles, and the bundles range from 18 to 24 inches. So this is the 18 and 20, and this is the 22 and the 24. So again, it's in a Brazilian loose wave, and the hair is in a very natural color. So I'm going to go in with my trusted Color Silk, Revlon Color Silk. This is my all-time go-to favorite. If they ever discontinue this stuff, I'm going to go to Revlon and knock on their door and be like, what's the deal? I love this stuff. This is all I use to deepen the color of my units with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through before I go to work today, and I'm only going to color the 2 shorter bundles. I'm praying that I use all this hair. I really want to use all of this hair. So I'm going to just do the 18 and the 20 inch bundles, and I'm going to color it probably from root to, well, I don't know, maybe I will do all of it. I don't know at this point. I initially said I was only going to do the 2 shorter bundles and just do it from like root to maybe midway and let the natural color stay at the tips, but I'm not really sure yet how I'm going to do that. I'm pretty excited about this. You know, 1 being that it's my birthday hair, and 2 being that it seems like it's really pretty hair. Hopefully it'll be good to work with. So like I said, all the talking about this hair will be in the next video when I am styling the unit. I'm thinking of dedicating a separate video to showing how I'm going to add the clips in, and I'm not using normal clips, but you guys will see in the next video what kind of clip that I decide to use. And I'm hoping that this is a better way than the other clips that I use, because those just seem, I think I would like to use these a lot better. So alright, that's about it for this video. I hope that you guys got a little bit out of it as far as my braid pattern. I know I'm not completely done, but I will finish it up. And if you decide to try this particular braid pattern, then let me know, and let me know how it works out for you, because this is what works for me with my hair. And again, I made this specifically for the people that had thinner hair. Again, let me know what you guys think, and if you have any questions. I'm gonna shut up now, and I'm gonna go make me a wig. Talk to y'all later.